As a member of the accountancy profession, it gave me the opportunity to serve our institute, which is PICPA, and the association in public practice, which is ACPA. It also opened avenues to volunteerism by doing evaluation of NGOs.
Yes, definitely, CPAs have helped NAMPEL in making sure that the credibility of the elections is enhanced. History between NAMPEL and PICPA and the CPAs have gone through the past years since we had the manual elections.
An added value that is most important are the recommendations given by the volunteer CPAs to assess NGOs on how they can improve their efficiency and effectiveness in fund utilization. By this, we can say that the accountancy profession is an active partner of the NGO sector in alleviating the dire conditions and improving the lives of the poor in our country.
Like any NGO, Link Center for the Deaf also relies on grants and donations. In managing these funds, it is important to remember that 1. Funds are limited, 2. Funds are entrusted to us, and 3. Funders rely heavily on the reports that we submit to them. The certification process that we went through with PCNC evaluators, accountants included, provided insights into how we can manage our programs more efficiently and effectively.
Link Center for the Deaf helped me by providing me sign language training for me to be able to teach my deaf students.
Link has been helping me for 13 years in my studies. I am graduating this year from Commonwealth High School. Link gives me transportation allowance to and from school and school supplies.
On the issue of raising and sustaining the bar of professional excellence, every professional accountant must observe the following. In addition to the formal education that one obtains at the collegiate level, it is advisable that the professional accountant also pursues graduate as well as postgraduate studies. It is imperative that the professional accountant should continue to participate in professional development programs such as seminars, training and workshop, research, and continuously engage in self-study.
That all the effort we had, all the downtimes we had, knowing that we had problems, it was all worth it.
The Philippine accountancy profession is headed towards a very bright and rosy future, with all its stakeholders unified and one in expanding their horizons.
Audio Jungle.
Professional accountants should be ready and willing to participate in the quality assurance review and evaluation of his output as a professional.
I hope to see in the coming years that the presidents of the 4 sectors will sit in the PICPA board to further strengthen in addressing our sector's concerns and stronger unity of the profession.
I support PGS because I believe The government will also walk the lead for excellence by being participatory in leading the process and adhering to the principles and best practices of good governance and responsible employees.
In 2012, when I was the Vice President for Commerce and Industry and the Chair of the Metro Manila Geographical Area Office, I ensured that all PGS initiatives relevant to the commerce and industry sector were included in our program. Today, my full support to the PGS journey still continues.
In the world, I think we deserve the investment grade when you look at it from an external standpoint. We're a net creditor country already. When you look at our fiscal situation, our deficit is well under control. In fact, our debt to GDP is down to 40.9%. And if you look at for our foreign debt to GDP, it's even lower than that of Thailand, Malaysia, Korea, and other countries that are much higher rated than the Philippines. It's really good governance. Good governance, as the President says, is good economics. And I think we just need to continue to focus on that. With better governance, we've been able to gain more confidence, which is the currency of business. With confidence, there's more investments. With confidence, there's better compliance on taxes. With confidence, you borrow at a lower cost. And as a result, it's created room for us to increase investments in our people.
It shaped me to become what I am today, a more resilient, more dynamic, globally prepared, more committed, and honest CPA at the forefront of helping the economic growth of the country.
The CPA, I think, is a unique creature in that it is armed with the ability to see it from a macro level. It is also tasked to see it at a very micro level. If the person cannot go down to the details, that person is not really a CPA in character. When you're accountant, hindi ka pwedeng bulahan lang.
CPAs, whether in whatever sector, have a big role to play in the corporate governance structure of the country.
The role of the country is to help our clients as well succeed in their business as well. When they succeed, the country generically is also succeed.
I believe that accountancy profession can indeed be a dynamic force in achieving national prosperity and excellence.
Life will be much more difficult for business if we do not have partnership with people.
We will stay committed to the task of continuously powering all four sectors with competent, service-oriented accounting professionals ready to contribute to the sensitive task of nation building.
The Filipino CPAs, uniting together as a dynamic force towards nation building.